Picture a street stall on a cool Pyongyang evening, the city's lights flickering in the distance, shadows stretching across the pavement. The air is tinged with the unmistakable scent of tteokbokki, its spicy aroma weaving through the night, drawing hungry locals and curious passers-by alike. Chewy rice cakes simmer in a bubbling crimson sauce, a taste both familiar and forbidden, a dish that evokes memories of home for some and curiosity for others. For a fleeting moment, it's just food, a simple pleasure, laughter echoing as friends gather around, sharing warmth and stories under the open sky. But in North Korea, every bite carries political weight, and the act of eating is never truly free from scrutiny. Tteokbokki isn't just a snack. It's a symbol of South Korean culture, smuggled in through whispered recipes and illicit K-dramas watched behind closed doors. Eating it becomes a quiet act of rebellion, a fleeting connection to a forbidden world, a taste of freedom that lingers on the tongue. The vendor, often a woman supporting her family, works quickly, hands moving with practiced speed, eyes constantly scanning for the approach of authorities. Buyers eat fast, pleasure mixed with anxiety, knowing this simple act is subversive, their enjoyment shadowed by the ever-present risk of being caught. The dish's popularity makes it a target, an unapproved desire in a place built on ideological purity, where even a meal can be seen as a threat. The steam rising from the cart carries more than the scent of chili. It carries the weight of unspoken thoughts, silent hopes, and the desire for something different. In North Korea, even food becomes a battleground for control and quiet dissent, a place where flavors are laced with risk and meaning. The taste of tteokbokki lingers, a flavor of simmering resistance, a reminder that even the smallest acts can carry the spirit of defiance. By late 2024, North Korea's culinary crackdown was official. The government announced sweeping new restrictions, targeting not just what people could eat, but what those foods represented. Foods with South Korean or American origins, tteokbokki, budae-jjigae, even hot dogs, were suddenly declared enemies of the state. Dishes once enjoyed in secret or at family gatherings were now forbidden, their flavors deemed subversive. What was once a simple meal became a political crime. Families who dared to cook these dishes risked surveillance, punishment, or worse. Budae-jjigae, born from post-war survival, was now a symbol of unwanted history. Its origins, a blend of American rations and Korean ingenuity, were recast as evidence of foreign contamination. Even the humble hot dog was banned, labeled a Western threat. Vendors disappeared overnight and street food stalls fell silent. In North Korea, a snack isn't just food. It's a cultural import, a threat to ideological purity. Imported treats vanished and shelves grew emptier by the day. The purge wasn't just about menus. It was about severing ties to the outside world. Restaurants closed and borders tightened, cutting off even the taste of difference. Every meal became a political decision, every bite a risk. People learned to eat in silence, glancing over their shoulders, fearing who might be watching. The joy of new flavors was replaced by fear. Children grew up associating certain tastes with danger, not delight. Eating was no longer comfort. It was a potential act of defiance. Sharing a forbidden meal became a quiet rebellion, a way to remember a world beyond the borders. In this climate, food became a tool for reinforcing isolation. The simple act of eating was transformed into a daily reminder of separation, suspicion, and control. Who enforces a ban on spicy rice cakes? In most countries, food choices are a matter of personal taste. But in North Korea, even the simplest snack can become a matter of state security. In North Korea, everyone does. The responsibility to enforce food bans is shared by the entire community, not just the authorities. Regular police, market committees, and neighborhood watch groups all hunt for forbidden foods. These groups patrol markets, monitor vendors, and report any suspicious activity. A vendor selling tteokbokki risks losing everything overnight. Their entire livelihood can vanish with a single accusation. Punishments are harsh. Investigations, ruined livelihoods, and political suspicion. The consequences ripple through families and neighborhoods. Even customers face questioning or public criticism for eating banned dishes. Sometimes, public shaming is used to make an example of those who break the rules. The system turns commerce into conspiracy, every transaction a risk. Buying or selling food becomes an act of quiet rebellion. Restaurant owners who tried to meet demand for popular dishes now face investigations and wasted investments. Many are forced to close, losing years of hard work. The crackdown creates an atmosphere of anxiety. Every meal is a gamble. People eat quickly, always watching for who might be observing. Vendors and customers share a silent complicity, knowing they're breaking the rules. Trust is rare, and fear is constant. The state's control extends from grand ideology to bubbling pots and back alleys. Even the most private meals are shadowed by suspicion. Food policing becomes another layer of surveillance, keeping minds and stomachs under control. The fear of being watched is ever present. In North Korea, even a bowl of stew can make you a suspect. The line between daily life and political crime is razor thin. The simple act of eating is never just simple. Every bite is a reminder of the state's reach and the risks people take for a taste of freedom. In North Korea, food is ideology on a plate. The regime's Juche philosophy demands self-reliance and rejects outside influence. Foreign foods, especially from South Korea or the US, are seen as Trojan horses for dangerous ideas. Budae-jjigae's ingredients, spam, hot dogs, cheese, are reminders of a history the regime wants to erase. Allowing such dishes is seen as admitting something desirable can come from the enemy. Laws like the Rejection of Reactionary Thought and Culture Act target not just food, but any foreign influence. The fear. A taste for tteokbokki could spark a desire for South Korean life. The war on food is a war for control, over desires, thoughts, and culture. Every meal must reinforce the party line. The crackdown on foreign food devastated vendors and restaurant owners. Many had invested in these dishes, finding a rare niche in the limited market economy. When the ban hit, their income vanished overnight. Some faced investigations for promoting impure culture. Others lost their savings in equipment and ingredients. The state's pursuit of purity punished ordinary people for being entrepreneurial. Most North Koreans saw the bans as arbitrary. "There is no ideology in food," one resident said. The crackdown felt like an attack on small pleasures, not foreign ideas. Resentment simmered quietly, surfacing in whispered complaints and cynical jokes. The government claimed to protect the people, but the people felt punished for no reason. The price of ideological purity was paid by those with the least power. The state's control extends to language, purging foreign food words from daily life. Ice cream is banned. Citizens must say isukumo, or ice confection. Hamburger becomes double bread with ground beef. Even karaoke is renamed on-screen accompaniment machine. This isn't just about words. It's about erasing cultural associations. Tour guides are trained to avoid anglicized terms, even with foreign visitors. The result is confusion and a paradox. The state wants tourism, but not its language or culture. For North Koreans, this war on words is a daily reminder of state control. Using the wrong term can mark you as ideologically suspect. The battle for control is fought in kitchens and in vocabulary. In North Korea, every foreign-influenced meal is at risk. Dishes like tteokbokki and budae-jjigae are banned, but others, like samgyeopsal, grilled pork belly, exist in a gray area. For now, samgyeopsal is tolerated in elite restaurants, but its popularity makes it vulnerable. The regime's pattern: tolerate a foreign dish on the fringes, then ban it if it becomes mainstream. The more people crave it, the more dangerous it becomes. This uncertainty keeps diners on edge, unsure what's safe. It discourages cultural exploration and reinforces sticking to state-approved foods. Every meal could be the last time a dish is allowed. The next ban is always just one decree away. In North Korea, culinary pleasure is always on borrowed time. In North Korea, resistance is quiet, found in kitchens, not streets. The government can ban dishes, but it can't police every home. Many know how to make forbidden foods from smuggled media and memory. Cooking tteokbokki or buri jjigae at home becomes an act of defiance. It's a way to reclaim a small piece of freedom and identity. Families gather, windows covered, sharing a meal the regime forbids. The act matters more than the ingredients. It's a statement. You do not control my home. These small acts preserve a broader Korean identity, transcending borders. Outwardly, people comply. Privately, they resist. The kitchen becomes a sanctuary, a place where the state's reach falters. In every forbidden bite, a piece of self survives. This is about more than food. It's about connection. Food links us to family, history, and culture. A shared meal forges community. Denying beloved dishes severs these bonds, but memories persist. The regime fears the power of food to inspire curiosity and connection. It tries to control memory, but taste is hard to erase. You can ban a word, but not the memory of a flavor. Quiet culinary resistance endures, a testament to the human spirit. Across the world, food is a bridge. Welcoming, uniting, and healing. North Korea's crackdown is a stark reminder of what's lost when food becomes a tool of division. But no wall can fully block the bond between people and the food they love. In every taste, there's hope for connection and freedom.